Hey, it's Jay. Let's talk about my favorite scene from my favorite movie, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit is such an impressive film, a masterclass of integrating animation with live-action cinematography. The work they did to make it look like these humans and cartoons are interacting with each other is unreal, but the scene I want to talk about barely has an actor in it. So at the end of the first act of the movie, right before the murder and everything kicks off, we get a scene of Eddie Valiant, our protagonist, going through some old photos until he sees one of his brother and it gets really sad. We then pan down to the adjoining desk covered in dust, fastidiously laid out and untouched. We then see some news clips and a few commemorative photos with plaques on them, so we know exactly what we're looking at. I'm going to assume that Theodore was responsible for the plaques. Eddie doesn't seem the scrapbooking type. This scene is so cool because it manages to tell us everything we need to know about Eddie Valiant to care about him in 45 seconds. Because before this, Eddie is kind of a jerk. He's always drinking, he's mean to people, and he hates interacting with Toons. Now, we're told why he hates Toons.
Toon killed his brother.
What? Huh?
Dropped the piano on his head.
But his interaction with Betty Boop makes us realize there's more to it, and in this scene we learn that actually he and his brother used to be private detectives who worked for the Toons, and were pretty good at it. They used to be a couple of real goofballs, having grown up in the circus, and they left the police force to better serve the community they felt a kinship with. This scene really makes it clear that Eddie is this way because Teddy's death hit him pretty hard. He's in mourning and going broke, drinking himself to death, and you really hope that he gets it together soon. Maybe he gets pulled into an intense murder case that eventually gets him to stop drinking, confront his brother's killer, and prevent a genocidal plan to create a truck stop. Maybe that happens. I thought I had more to say, but really I just wanted to point out how cool and diegetic and smooth the entire thing is. Mad props to the props department for this one. All the background details in this movie are great. The whole thing is great. Go watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit if you haven't. Oh, also I love it because one of the headlines is Goofy cleared of spy charges. Would love to hear that story.